Guys, we're back at the networking rack, and today we're going to be making some changes. One of the big changes we're going to be making today is we're going to be upgrading our Ubiquiti UDM to a UDM Pro Max. I'll explain why here in just a second. We're also going to be installing these patch box dev mounts, and we're going to be putting in a 24-port patch panel, an additional one. Let's talk about why we want to upgrade to the UDM Pro Max. So my current UDM only has 1 gigabit WAN port. If you want anything more than 1 gigabit, you have to utilize one of the SFP ports. The Pro Max goes up to 2.5. My internet only goes to 2.5, so it's perfect to utilize the RJ45 WAN port at 2.5 directly into my modem instead of utilizing one of my SFP ports, which I want to utilize both of them for something else, which I'll explain here in a minute. All right, we're going to install the UDM Pro Max, but before we do that, there's a couple things you should do and the steps to do to replace a current UDM. So you want to back up your UDM, okay? Then, before you take that out, you want to actually install the new UDM, connect it to your network, update it, and then apply the backup to it. Then take out your old UDM, okay? All right, let's start installing this. Guys, I was a little wrong about something. You do not connect your UDM to your current network whatsoever. What you do is just back up your current UDM, okay? Then what you will do is connect your modem to your new UDM. Then you will connect an Ethernet cable from your new UDM directly to a laptop or computer, okay? And then as you're starting to set it up, it will ask you, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but it's gonna ask you when you're setting it up, do you want to restore from a backup? Yes, you do. You want to restore from the backup you just backed up your old UDM from. My new UDM Pro Max is now all restored, and I have switched over. There is nothing on the old UDM, so I'm gonna remove that. All right, guys, we switched over from the SFPs to the actual RJ45 WAN port on the new one. So now that we've done that, let's get this old UDM out of here. Now what we're gonna do is where we had the old UDM, we're gonna put this 24-port patch panel there. This is mainly a little overkill because I only need these 3 ports. We're gonna clean up this aggregation switch, and I'll talk about what that is in just a minute. All right, guys, now that we got the 24-port patch panel in, we're gonna actually switch some stuff around for our aggregation switch. What an aggregation switch really is it does not give you Wi-Fi. It does not do any routing for you. Think of it as a very high wired connection to connect all of your high connected wired devices, servers, PCs that need 10 gigabit. So this thing has multiple 10 gigabit ports. And how I utilize it is the backbone for my system, okay? So the cable modem comes in at 2.5. Yes, I don't have 10 gigs, so no, you're not maxing it outside of the network, but inside the network, I want a 10 gig backbone pretty much. So you have a 2.5 gigabit coming in that goes to the UDM. From the UDM, it is going to, I'm gonna have SFPs, so it's going to this aggregation switch. The aggregation switch will also have 2 10 gigabits going to the switch itself. And then I have 4 computers, okay? I have an unraid server, which is also known, I use it for Plex, networking storage. I have a download computer. So things that I download that I want to get to my unraid server very quickly, I can do that. I also have my streams PC, and I also have my gaming PC. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take those 4 different PCs that I have, and we're going to connect them up here to this patch panel instead of going directly into the aggregation switch. The other 4 they're going to sit outside here, and they're going to go, 2 is going to go in the switch. Okay, so now I got those set to the patch panel, and from the patch panel into the aggregation switch. Now what we want to do is we're going to add some of these SFPs. All right, last thing, I just got these for fun, but these are like little really hard for you to see them, RJ45, just covers. That's all they're for. No, you don't need these necessarily whatsoever, but they prevent dust from getting in. All right, guys, we got everything put back together. Let's just go over real quick what we ended up doing. So we switched out all of our device mounts for these patch box dev mounts. We installed a new UDM Pro Max. We installed a 24-port patch panel for our 10 gigabit NICs. We also put on a couple of RJ45 covers. I thought those would look kind of cool. And we did some configurations to make sure that we get two 10 gigabit SFPs to the 24 port switch. All right, guys, until next time, make sure you guys drop a follow if you guys like to see more content like this.